Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day today out in Victoria, BC. Just coming to you. I wanted to have a conversation this morning about some things that I've been thinking about. Am I tipping a little bit? No. Okay, good. Just trying a new setup. Um, it's funny how our own mortality and our own life expectancy can kind of sneak up on us over time. I was listening to something the other day with Robin Sharma, and he was quoting someone, and I'm going to get this wrong. So, Robin, if you're watching, not likely, if you're watching, please correct me. But the quote basically was, "Outlive your competitors," and I think it was a Warren Buffett quote. Again, if Robin was watching or Warren, they could correct me if I'm wrong, or if you know exactly who that quote was attributed to, please mention it in the comments. I'd appreciate it. But it got me thinking, you know what, I'm over 45. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 45, and I haven't really focused a lot on my health, and that's definitely on something that I need to do more of, is focusing on my health. I mean, we eat pretty good, so that's always been, I eat good and I get out a little bit, but that's just not enough once you get over 40. So what I'd love to do is have a conversation, and if you have any of your key tips on longevity, on living the longest, healthiest life you possibly can, I'd love to see them in the comments. Please, no business links. If you want to mention what you do, that's wonderful. No links, though, please. But I'd love to learn. I've been studying a lot on a few different types of supplementation that can really help support key things in your body. And I'm not really known to be somebody who promotes products or thumps that drum, but Tony Robbins is hacks nutritional, processes for a reason. All the top leaders in the world that are beating their competitors focus on every advantage they can possibly get. And, that's something I've probably honestly neglected, is to look at how do I maximize my health, my energy, my vitality. So that I'm better at business, I'm better as a husband, I'm better as a father, I'm better as a partner, I'm better as a coach, a mentor, all those things. If I'm feeling better, my energy's better, I'm going to be able to communicate better, I'm going to be able to transmit better energy, and I'm going to live longer. And that's a good thing. I'd like to see my great-grandbabies. I think that would be an amazing day. I'd like to see my great-greats. That would be super-duper too. So I wanted to just touch on a couple things that I've found really fascinating lately. I'd love to get your feedback. And the science on these things is not, it's emerging science. So it's not really mainstream yet as far as, double blinds and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, the truth of the matter is that research is progressing so quickly, is that it's progressing faster than what a lot of those kinds of traditional methodologies can support. But I'm really interested in learning about telomeres and how the health of our chromosomes over time have an impact on our body's ability to regenerate, on inflammation, on all those kinds of things. And inflammation, by the way, is probably the leading cause of most illnesses in our body. And so anything you can do to reduce inflammation is great. So if you've got tips on inflammation reduction, please post them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I mean, we've got a product that we work with that's pretty well supported, that it has a remarkable improvement on inflammation in the body. So if you want to know more, just drop a note in the comments and I'll share with you. And it tastes good. The other thing that I've been really looking at, so telomeres, huge, massive research around telomeres right now, what it does for your body, and how supporting proper telomere health has a significant improvement in your longevity and in your overall health and well-being. And the other one that's really front of mind, because we just have a new product coming out that's in this, is blue-green algae, and sea buckthorn, and stem cell. Now, stem cells are fascinating to me. And by the way, just to be clear, stem cells come from many different places, not just from embryos and things like that. Our body's full of stem cells, adult stem cells. It's in fat tissue, it's in bone marrow, it's in all different kinds of places. And the research is evolving really, really quickly about how those stem cells migrate through the body and how we can encourage our certain parts of our body to release more stem cells. And I think that's really interesting, because the research is starting to lean towards those stem cells that get released, like from your bone marrow and things like that, actually have the ability to impact other organs and other parts of your body, but they have to be available to them. And so I'm super excited about exploring what stem cells can do, and how they can help my joints regenerate, and possibly potentially regenerate tissue in the body. That's what they do. And that's a huge part of being able to live longer, is our bodies naturally regenerate themselves. Well, how do they do that? They do that with stem cells, and they do that with creating new cells. Our bodies naturally do that, and they've been doing that forever. How do we support that? How do we help that happen in a healthy way? And I'm really excited about the potential of sea buckthorn, and because I've been researching it for a while. Mostly I started off researching it on how to make jam out of it, because it was a plant that existed, that I found back in Alberta. There was a place that had a bunch of them, and it was loaded with berries, and I'm like the jam guy. So I was like, how do I make jam out of this? I started researching sea buckthorn, and man, I started seeing the health benefits. Crazy. It's crazy. And this is a plant that's kind of taken for granted in Western culture, but in Eastern culture, it's very, very revered, and has been for thousands of years, for its ability to encourage health. And what they're finding is now, when I tie this together with stem cells, that within an hour of taking our new product, which is a primary blue-green algae, aloe vera, and sea buckthorn, all three tried and proven health-supporting superfood extracts. Nobody's really combined them the way we have those. So if you want more info, just drop that in the comments. I'd love to share with you about that. But within an hour of taking this new product, you'll have up to 1 million new stem cells being released into your body. That becomes available then to do regenerative work. What that means, I don't know. I mean, common sense tells me that if there's a chance, and the research is pointing that way, if there's a chance that having adult stem cells released into your body means that those stem cells become available to regenerate things that are failing or weakening tissues and all that kind of good stuff in our body, then common sense tells me that I want to. That's gambling that I support. I'm going to gamble with the fact that it may or may not be 100% proven yet, depending on who you listen to. I'm looking at the research going, hey, that looks like odds are that this is good for us. This is good for our body, and the research is pointing to the fact that having those stem cells available is going to help our body heal and regenerate more quickly. So if I can take something quick, easy, economical, tastes good, that actually contributes to having significantly more stem cells in my body for my body to use to heal and regenerate and recuperate, this just makes good sense to me, especially when I combine it with some of the telomere support products that we've been using. I've been feeling great, and I can't wait to blend together this new product with it. So I'd love to hear your tips on how to outlive your competition, what your key tips for health are. Please put them in your comments. What does this make sense? And if you'd like to know more about some products that can help you with having more available stem cells in your body and reduce inflammation, please send me a message. I'd love to share with you about that. But this is really more about me having a conversation with you about outlive your competitors, feel good, have great energy so that you can do better in business and grow a great legacy for yourself. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon.